Tales from the Crypt, Season 3, Episode 14. This one is called Yellow, or if you're in the South, Yella. So this one starts out, as always, with the Tales from the Crypt opening little thing going into the house. We got the miniature, then we got the set, then we got the CG, then we got the set. Oh, I can't believe it. I usually don't watch this. I usually fast forward through it, but on one of these I watched it and I was like, this is kind of long. All right, so this one, Crypt Keepers dressed up in like World War II army garbs with the fucking smallish Kung Lao style hat. And yeah, it says something. And we get into the story. So this one starts out, it says somewhere in France. So it's during World War One. And yeah, I can't remember. Did I say World War One or World War Two? Just a moment ago when I described the Crypt Keeper's garb. Might be a problem that I can't remember that. Anyways, old Lance Henriksen, can you believe it? This is the second Tales from the Crypt episode he's in, and this is only the third season. This one was directed by Robert Zemeckis and one of the producers of the show. And Dan Aykroyd's in it. And Kirk Douglas and his son, not Liberace, but I guess there's another one. That dude's in it too. So it starts out with Lance Henriksen like fucking running through a minefield trying to find the captain or whatever. People are getting shot and killed all around him. He's talking to this one guy. He's like, "Hey, where's the captain at?" And the guy points like over there, and bam! His fucking hand gets blown off. So you just see this fucking blown off fucking stump thing. And you also see like a dude getting carried with like a compound fracture and shit. Like there's some wild ass fucking army or war gore, if you will, at the beginning of this fucking thing. And it's probably the fucking most expensive Tales from the Crypt episode that I've seen so far, I would have to say. So Lance Henriksen finds the old captain and he's hiding behind a sheet drinking because he's scared of war and scared to die. And he says, "Motherfucker, what is you doing here?" But he says it more like Lance Henriksen. So, hey, I think we should go up the hill. Now's our time to do the old plan and go up the hill. But not, or it is Kirk Douglas's son. I was going to say not Kirk Douglas, but not Liberace says, "No, I think we should retreat because I'm a bitch, you see." So he makes Lance Henriksen fire off the old retreat flare. Woo! Everybody fucks off back to base, I guess. And then Lance Henriksen goes and talks to the dude that's above Captain General. I don't know. He was a higher ranking officer. And Lance is like, "Hey, your boy's a bitch. He had us retreat. Can you believe that shit? I thought you raised him better than that. What the fuck?" And he's sitting there, Lance Henriksen, as he's standing, actually. He's standing there smoking a cigarette while he has a bandolier of shotgun shells and grenades strapped to him. So that made me laugh. Anyways, old Kirk Douglas is like, "All right, get out of here and bring my son in here." Dan Aykroyd's like Kirk Douglas's second in command, or his number two, I guess. I don't know. But old Kirk tells old Elwood, is that his name? I'm pretty sure he's Elwood, and then the fat one was Jake. But anyways, he says, "Hey, old blues boy, go get my son and bring him in here." And Kirk's like, "Hey, So what's going on? You a bitch? Son says, yeah, I'm a bitch. I never wanted this life. You're the one who wanted me to be in the army. You're the one. Please, Papa, discharge me. I'm so scared. His dad looks at him like that and he says, I will, but you got to do one mission first so everybody just doesn't think you're a big fucking bitch. So he says, the phone lines are down. I'm going to need you and a couple dudes to go fix the phone lines. So him, Lance Henriksen, and a couple other dudes, they try and go fix the phone lines. Old Not Liberace, he was given the task of lookout, and he had a whistle that he would blow if he seen those dastardly Germans coming. And you know what happened? He saw those dastardly Germans coming, but he didn't blow the fucking whistle. He didn't, because he's scared of whistles too, you see. Dying and whistles are this guy's biggest fears, two of them. So the old Germans throw a grenade at his buddy who's fixing the phone lines, and it fucking blows Lance Henriksen through the air. And there's some shitty fucking 80. I was like, I'm Lance Henriksen flying through the air. Ah! And then he falls on top of Not Liberace, like, why didn't you blow the whistle? You were supposed to warn us. Why didn't you blow the whistle? And Not Liberace goes, Mios Dios, and fucking runs away because he's scared, you see. Whistles, dying, and the recently dead. Those are his three biggest fears. So he runs back to camp, tells his dad, oh, it was an ambush. Can you believe it? But I did everything I could. I shot at those fucking Germans till I didn't have any bullets left to shoot. And then after that, I threw rocks at them. And then after that, I took off my boots and threw those fuckers at them too. And that's why my feet are all scraped up and I'm not wearing any boots, in case you were wondering. So his dad's like, Dad. All right then. And just then Lance Henriksen comes in, holding his guts in with his helmet, and he says, God damn it, your boy's a yellow bitch. Not like the people we're fighting. But a coward. That's probably a good thing that this didn't take place during World War II, or this would be a highly offensive episode with it being called yellow and all. Anyways, he's going, oh, my stomach, and I'm dying. But anyways, your son's a fucking coward. He's yellow. He ran away. That fucking bitch. I'm dead now. So Lance Henriksen's dead, and old Not Liberace said, it's his word against mine, and this guy's dead. He's not going to say anything. So the dad looks at his son and says, son, let me see your gun. So the son starts to unzip his pants, and the dad says, God, what? No! The pistola, young man. Let me see your gun. So he takes the gun from his son, looks at it, looks at his son. This gun's never been fired, and walks up to him and just smacks all the dicks out of his mouth. He probably slapped that motherfucker for real because it was his son. He's like, yeah, he'll let me do it. What's he gonna say? I'm his old ass dad. Just smack the fuck out of him. Oh, he says, all right, for you being a bitch, we're putting you on immediate trial. And then he's found guilty of being a bitch. And his dad sentences him to death from firing squad. So old Not Liberace's hanging out in his jail cell, which is roomier. I guess back in the day they had roomier jail cells in these army camps and stuff. So the dad comes in, the kid's just like, my only crime is I was scared to die. I never wanted this. You wanted this, Papa. Please, I'm just here because I was scared to die. And his dad says, oh, you're right, son. All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put a bag of provisions and shit in the body pit. I'm the one who loads all the guns, so they're all going to be blanks. Just when they shoot you, fake it. And for the love of fuck, go out there and act like a fucking man. Just pretend you're a fucking man so they don't think my son is such a fucking bitch. Please, please, please just do that for me. And his son says, all right, Dad, I will. So the next day, fucking old Not Liberace walks out there smiling like a motherfucker, giving everybody finger guns and shit on his way to get fucking shot. So, it turns out that his dad was lying to him, and there was a real bullet in there, you see, because it was all a big plan for his son to not look like a bitch. You see, tales from the crypt. I mean, his son going up there and I guess taking his punishment like a man, that doesn't take away the fact that he still did the coward ass shit that he was tried and convicted for. So, yeah, he says like his last lines, no one's gonna call my son a coward now. I mean, yeah, they probably still will, and they'll probably have a few things to say about you, but I mean, that doesn't him just going up there and taking the bullet because he thought he wasn't going to get a bullet wasn't, this magic eraser. So I don't know. We go out of there. The crypt keeper's tied up to a stump, and now he's going to get shot with by a firing squad. You know what? He does. And they legit make a joke about the crypt keeper, like, oh, that felt great. I just came in my pants. He didn't say that, but that's what was implied. And then he said something about sucking dick, and we were out of here. By the time the credits rolled, the shit was at like the 38 and some odd second minute mark. So this is easily the longest episode so far. Probably the most expensive one too. I fucking don't know why, but I remember fucking Tom Hanks being in this or directing this episode or something. No, nowhere to be found. So I don't know where the fuck that shit came from. It was all right, worth a watch for sure. A little long. The O. Henry at the end, it was, kind of saw that one coming and, oh, no one's going to call him a coward. They probably still will. Crypt Keeper looked cool. How the lighting was on the puppet and shit. That looked pretty cool. So, yeah, what was this season 3? A lot of who gives a fuck. The logging episode with Brian James, that was probably my favorite one. The John Lovitz, John Aston one, that one wasn't great, but I mean, I like both of them, so that was all right. And I guess this one, if I'd have to recommend 3, those might be the 3. But can't wait for season 4. Anyways, dwnproductions.net. If you would be so kind as to head on over there and check out my artwork. I sculpt, paint, make monsters and maskuses. So if you're fucking watching Tales from the Crypt reviews on YouTube, I would assume that is something you are into. So check something out. Maybe you want something custom made. I may just be the dude to make it for you. And after that, check out fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, all reasonably priced. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say most shirts are $15 and under. So you can't beat that, especially in this economy. So check that out. Yeah, full episodes of the podcast, boygob.com. Chop up videos and put them on YouTube. So subscribe if you'd like, if you want more of whatever this is. And until next time, creeps. Boy, God.